In a time long ago, there lived in the kingdom of Gallowmere a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortesque, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortesque went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
Hello, my name is Shallow and this game is MediEvil for the PlayStation. This is a game that I originally played as a young lad. I think this is one of those games that definitely shaped my brain chemistry in much deeper ways than I consciously realized. I've dug this up recently and I've been playing it again. I had a brief little conversation with Eduardo and friends. He's playing it as well at the moment. And I thought, well, that's a neat coincidence. I thought I'd show at least a little bit of it to you guys. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing. I'm gonna do a new game. I've been playing it myself, so I do have a saved game, but we'll start a new one. We'll start this from the beginning. I love these cutscenes. they're so crunchy and goofy. But I mean, all pre-rendered, obviously. You couldn't have anything like this on the original PlayStation hardware. Good old stock scream sound effect. You love it. There we go. We are Sir Dan. A goofy yet lovable skeleton.
It has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortesque, see? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better.
Oh no, I'm a fraud.
Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
You know, if I had done it right the first time, there would be no need for any of this. So here we go. This is MediEvil. Let's get our first weapon, our sword. There is, whoop, wrong button. A little inventory. You can see we have the small sword we just picked up as well as our arm. If we select that, there you go. Sir Dan pulls his arm right out of its socket. Now you can use it as a weapon. It is really a weapon of last resort. You don't want to end up having to use the arm, but you know, if all else fails, that's always an option. There are some books here. What do we got? When you're ready to leave this crypt, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a rune stone and place it in the ornate hand. Yep, alright. Games of this era were big fans of finding rune stones to open doors. Nobody used traditional keys back then. You must be out of shape after 100 years lying on your back. Use the crypt to get to grips with your new lease on life. You got it, buddy. How do I sprint again? There is a sprint. Oh, I can't remember how to do it. During your travels through the world of Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To look at your inventory, press the select button. You got it. I know what I'm doing. Here we go, throwing daggers. Probably won't be using those much, to be honest. I'm sure somebody will be like, no, you gotta use the throwing daggers, they're so good. I don't want it. Leave me alone. To do a power attack, press and hold the square button on the controller. Boom. Oops. Still have those daggers equipped. Wait. There we go. Feel free to have a paddle in the shallow water, but don't be tempted to go out for a swim. Buoyancy can be a problem for those of a dead disposition. This game has a great sense of humor. It's very silly, very goofy, but it's still kind of dry. It's not what you would expect later from like Borderlands and stuff being totally in your face. Any treasure that you find will go into your coin score, displayed at the top right of your display. Coins are used to buy items. Okay. Not really interested in that at the moment, but that'll be good for later. Yeah, there we go. We hadn't quite standardized control layouts yet. It's funny going back to play PlayStation games and every single one of them has like a different control scheme you gotta get a hang of. All right, out of this Surprisingly spacious crypt. For someone who didn't do a very good job in life, they sure did treat me to a glorious death. And here we go. Surprisingly, I think at least, this game has a somewhat open world to it. At the moment, we only have these 2 levels available to us. But as the map expands, you'll find we can actually go back and forth between levels and do levels in different orders. It's kind of neat. But first, the graveyard. Here we are. This level specifically. I must have played this 800 times as a kid. I never owned the full game as a kid. I owned probably like 3 or 4 demo discs that all had a demo for MediEvil on it. And the demo for MediEvil was weird because it was timed. Most demos just let you play 1 level or like a little snippet of the game. Welcome back to your beloved Gallowmere. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living, and they want to do it over your dead body. Well, they can do that over... no. Yeah, most demos would just restrict you to a specific level or something. The demo for MediEvil, I'm certain it didn't have the whole game on it. But it was timed instead, so you could play until it was probably like 10 minutes, 20 minutes or something. And then it would cut you off. So I started out only ever being able to play this first level, and as I continued playing, I got better at it. Eventually I beat this level, and I went on to the next one, and that blew my mind as a kid. I was like, whoa, there's a whole other level in this demo? And then it became a race. I was like, how far can I get before the demo runs out? Can I beat the whole game before the demo times out? No, I could not. But those first 2.5 levels, I played the absolute shit out of. I'm surprised I didn't grow up to become a speedrunner, to be honest. Here we go, so we can go to these little things to heal. That's probably all this book tells me, right? Oh. Okay, hang on. There we go. Early 3D, it's a bit awkward. Don't let zombies get you down. Tend those wounds by stepping into this fountain of rejuvenation. We've got little health bottles too. We can fill those up at the fountain, which is very handy. Power attack! Power attack! I love the goofy little zombies in this one, just very stiffly walking around. MediEvil's a weird game in that it hasn't had a huge boost in popularity or anything. It's always been kind of just a cult classic, but it has received a surprising number of remasters and ports and things. I'm not a big fan of any of those, to be honest. I remember playing one for the PSP, and it makes just enough changes to annoy me. The sense of humor in this is a huge selling point for me. And it seems like the remasters always want to add in their own jokes. Which, don't do that. It was already funny. The original MediEvil is a lot like Tim Burton's early work. And the PSP port of MediEvil is a lot like Tim Burton's later work. Oh, this statue confused me as a kid, too. The angel, like, faces the direction of the gate that it opens. But, I didn't quite read this right. You know, when you're sitting across the room from a CRT, it's hard to make out the details. Oop, excuse me, skeleton. Got him. I always thought as a kid this was like a bird-headed creature with its arms stretched out in front of it. Get out of the way, life bar. It's not. It's an angel with her wings stretched behind her and her hair blowing back in the wind. The object here is the chalice. Every time you dispatch an enemy, the chalice fills a little more. Why did I do a Matt Berry impression? If you're not sure what the fuck kind of voice I was doing there, that was a bad Matt Berry impression. Sorry about that. I do not know what came over me. I'll never do it again, I promise. So we've got a couple options for paths we can take. The chalice is our reward for getting 100% kills, basically. It's why you can go back and do previous levels. Because if you didn't fill up the chalice, you can go back and try it again later. If you fill up the chalice... Ooh, ambush! If you fill up the chalice, you get, like, new weapons unlocked and stuff. It's pretty neat. So it's definitely a worthwhile reward to go after. Look at that, we're at 92% already. It's kind of neat because the challenge then becomes not only getting all the kills, but also finding where in the level the chalice is. Oh, there's a little secret over here. Look at that. Look at that little treasure chest there. We can get to that chest if we go all the way up here and then hop over onto this little ledge. And sneak around this way. Let me fix the camera. There we go. Yeah, and then drop down here. Ah. You can just jump back out. I'm again going to reference my ramp map I made for Doom back in the day. It's graveyard themed. It has secrets where you hop up on ledges that seem to be outside the map. There was a lot of medieval influence. Chalice can be collected, yeah. So it says 100%, but there's definitely still enemies on this map. We don't actually have to kill 100% of them, luckily. That's good in some of the later maps, because there are enemies that respawn and stuff. Here we go. The chalice is mine. The Hall of Heroes awaits. Lucky me. This door is locked for now. We'll come back here later. We need a key from another level to open that. The living world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the Hilltop Mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key. Okay. Looks like we're killing a stained glass demon, everybody. Oh boy. The zombies rising up vertically is so great. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. That seems to be something unique to medieval, or at least that's the only thing I can think of where they do that. It's like a little grave elevator coming up. Here we go, this is the Merchant Gargoyle. Oops. If we talk to him, yeah, we can get supplies, extra throwing daggers. We can carry up to 250? I guess. Let's just do it. There's nothing else we can spend gold on right now. Later on, there'll be other things we can have him do for us, but at the moment, it's just daggers, which I'm not terribly interested in using, so we'll just fill up on them now for completion's sake. Look at that! Hang on, get out of here. I'm looking at the ground texture. This very easily could have just been a noisy brown texture, but no, they've got like little corpses sort of in the mud, if you look closely. It's a neat little detail. You didn't have to do that. Very charming. I feel feel like the sense of humor of this game is a very, like, late 90s kind of thing. Games in the late 90s, and it wasn't just PlayStation. I mean, Spyro kind of feels a little like this. It's less morose, but it has that sort of goofy sense of humor to it. But different genres. And games on, like, DOS were doing it, too. There were a lot of LucasArts games that kind of feel a little bit like this. Yeah, more shield. All right. I don't know. It's a very, very late 90s sense of humor to me. What do you got for me, Gargoyle?
Tread softly. Zarok awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum.
That's who I'm going to see.
Plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
Hey. Rude. Maybe that's why I don't like the remasters as much. This is... It has a sense of humor from a very specific time period. And injecting humor from later points in time just... I don't know, it's not the same. What's up?
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes.
Thank you.
Where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity, feasting, singing, and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
Oh, I intend to do just that, my good man. Thank you. To pay homage to the heroes, stand in front of their designated statues and await spiritual guidance. So, this is our reward for getting the chalices. When you fill up a chalice, one of these statues off to the side here becomes active, and you can talk to the spirit of a fallen hero, and they will give you goodies. At the moment, we just have Candy Tim here.
Captain Fortesque, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well? How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's got rapid fire and you can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarok's champion, Lord Kardok. A clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards.
Yes, I will accept your gift, thank you.
Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir.
Yeah, be careful.
Oh, goodbye, sir.
Candy Tim's hilarious because he was, he's someone who knew Sir Dan in life, so he knows exactly what went down. He knows Sir Dan is not a hero, but he's still someone who idolized him back then. Very, very interesting. Funny character. It's great that he got to go to the Hall of Heroes for eternity, but Sir Dan did not. Anyway, we've got his crossbow. Let's get out of here. Zoom. All right, we've unlocked the next map. Sure, let's save our progress. I think I have my other game on slot 1 already. Hey, save successful, great. Let's head on up to Cemetery Hill. This is the second level that was always available to me on the demo discs that I played. It always skipped the Hall of Heroes. That was a delight to find there was a whole Hall of Heroes sort of mechanic in the final game.
So, even from the shackles of death, my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortesque. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
Ah, these statues spitting boulders. The bane of my young existence. Let's get out the sword again. Oop. There we go. Here we go, this is the MIDI I used in my Doom map. It's a very, very Danny Elfman sort of waltz. It's great, I love it. Out of here. There is fire damage, so be careful with that. Here is a suspicious-looking boulder. We'll come back for that later. At the moment, there's not much we can do with that. So here's that hill where those boulders are coming down. We will have to go up there eventually. First, actually, let's do this. Oh, run away! I don't know who's hiding explosives in chests at the graveyard, but lucky for us, I guess they did, because it came in handy to fight these undead ghouls. He's just gonna sell me daggers again. I don't really need more daggers. Ooh, look at that zombie. He's just in bits and pieces. Oh. Alright. The PlayStation renders things a bit odd sometimes. That's okay. Alright, so here's some more of these suspicious boulders, but we can't break them. However, you see at the top of the screen there, the boulders are rolling past that area. If we can get onto that path where the boulders are, we can just drop down behind. How do I block again? There we go. I don't remember if you could block boulders. I don't think so. Oh, you can. Alright, not the red ones, though. Good to know. So that's what the life bottles are for. Oh. Alright, run. There we go. Those headless zombies, I always thought they looked kind of like frogs. And you know, in hindsight, they really do. They look like battletoads. Alright. New weapon, the club. The club has a health bar to it. You do damage to it every time you attack, but you can break those boulders. So we're actually going to come back here and break this boulder. Secret little room. What's up, Gargoyle?
Fresh air. We hate these dark old caves and their filthy stench of old witches. A coven of the warty old hags lived here once, unholy fires burning all night while they brewed up unspeakable muck in their cauldrons. They moved on years back, but the smell still makes our eyes sting.
Well, I tell you what, I have 99 problems, but a witch ain't one. Oh no, zombies! How did they get locked up in here? Get out of here, you zombies. This bookcase is breakable. Oop. There we go. Ah, so this is where the Coven of Witches was practicing. A witch's coven would reach the heights of its power only when all of their sacred flames were alight. Witches have been known to offer help to the questing adventurer, yet they are reclusive people who have been summoned by the aid of mystic charms or talismans. Let it be known that help from a witch is rarely given freely, and the witch will more often than not make a request of the adventurer before any such help is given. If seeking to summon a witch, remember that they are quite territorial. Any signs of previous witch activity in an area is good indication that a witch can be called upon. All right. We'll call up some witches later. We need that talisman first, obviously. All right. So here we have another one of these fires. The club, in addition to breaking... Come on, there we go. In addition to breaking objects, the club can be used to set things on fire. There we go. Oop, now let's run back over here before this extinguishes. Hello? There we go. Switch back to the sword. Oop. Oh. Okay. Well, the chalice is available, but I'm still fighting a whole bunch of zombies. Cool, and the chalice is right here. There we go. Bunch of treasure. Little health vial, I'll take that. Copper shield. There it is, the witch talisman. I don't think you can use that here. You can definitely use it in a later level. Let me just try. I don't think I've ever tried this. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. All right. It's definitely for a later level. The witches have vacated the premises here. Goodbye, gargoyle. You need anything before I go? All right, see ya. Be good. Let's make our way up the hill. I don't think there's anything to really be gained by going up this hill slowly and carefully. There's some treasure and stuff we can pick up on the edges, but I'm just gonna go up quite fast because I hate this part. Oh, yeah, see, I got greedy. I went for the treasure. Should not have done that. Oh, I did it again. I give pretty good advice, I think, but I very seldom follow it.
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
Kill yourself, now. Nice. So now if we want to run around and get the treasure, I guess we can do it, because we're safe from boulders. It's probably just more shields, right? I think they expect you to do this slowly and methodically using your shield to block boulders. But, I don't like doing that. Racing game, I don't like to use brakes. Fighting game, I don't like to use block. I may not be very good at video games, you guys. It's alright. It's not about being good, it's about having fun, and you know what? I think I do that just fine. Here we go, into the mausoleum. This little fountain here can be used to refill that vial we used up. So once our health is filled, it goes into the empty vial, which is quite nice. Nice. Those fountains aren't infinite either. They will eventually run out. Do we need to read this book? Probably not. The adventurer would be wise to be thorough in the exploration of an area. Hidden locations reap great rewards. I think that's just a hint about the witch talisman. I've got it. I know what I'm all about. I'm good. So this will be the last level I remember playing from the old demo disc. I never managed to finish this on the demo discs. It always timed out partway through this level, but since obtaining the full game in my adulthood, I've finally managed to do it. It's surreal to see the game continue past what I'm used to.
So soon? It must think it is a hero by now. But only a true hero is worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes. See the ghostly statue of your fraudster self?
Rude.
When it has turned solid, a true hero you will be.
That's what she said. What's up, Tim?
Hurrah! I knew it would take more than an army of the evil dead to throw your strider. I've something that may help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
All right, yeah. Accepting strange gifts from fanboys, that's a good idea. I'm not gonna get Bjorked, am I? Life bottle. Yeah, that's a pretty good gift. I've finally got around to watching Smiling Friends, which is a weird show to watch. It's very much not really my sense of humor, but it's definitely made by, it seems like, the kind of people who have a similar sort of life experience from me. It's weird to see jokes that are not at all up my alley, but definitely topics that I that I recognize and would joke about. There's a whole episode that's just one long extended Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings reference, and it ends with a joke about Bjork. And it's bizarre to think about, like, Zoomers watching this show. They've got to be laughing just at the colors and loud noises, right? Because it's not the references. Meanwhile, I'm watching it and I'm getting exactly the opposite. I'm like, man, I wish this was less noisy and hurt my eyes less, but the rest of it's pretty dope. Save successful. Congratulations, your memory card still works. So now we can go back to Dan's crypt. Why would we want to do that? Well, I tell you why. We're gonna do a little redecorating in here. Let's get our club out. Oh, no, there we go. There's a suspicious little wall here. Yeah! Another life bottle. Nice. It is annoying that we have to pick up the rune every time to leave, but whatever. Just get some more of this gold. This gold just respawns all the time. I guess if you really need gold, you can just come back to Dan's crypt and just farm gold here. I don't think gold is much of a... You get plenty of it just playing the game. You wouldn't ever have to do that, but I suppose you could. There we go. Now here's a question for you Matt Pats out there. Who's bringing all the gold to Dan's crypt while he's away? Someone's coming back and restocking the gold. And I guess also locking the door. Every time Dan re-enters his crypt, someone locks the door and throws the key back down there. The Hilltop Mausoleum. Think of it as a pet shop with less fragrant purchasing choices. Nope. You are entering a House of Pain. House of Pain reference! Rumors abound of evil doings in the secret catacombs below this very hall. Love House of Pain. Give me that green marble. No. I'm not sure what these things are. Little imps, little gremlins. They do steal your stuff, which is very annoying. I don't think they're any real danger. It's just annoying when they, like, take your sword and you have to chase them down and beat them to death with your own severed arm. Mondays, am I right? Well, there's the stained glass demon in there, but we can't quite get to him yet. Come here. There we go. Would these guys stop? So now that these graves are open, some of these have goodies in them. There we go. The rest of them, we'll have to bust open ourselves with the club. So if you didn't pick up the club in the last level, I guess go back and get it. There we go. Little secret tunnels under the catacombs. Watch out for sticky-fingered imps. Okay, so they are imps. These thieves will strip you down to your armored undies. Kinky! Oh no! They're too short for that attack. Damn. Ugh. Come on. Oh man. Had Ocarina of Time come out yet? When this game released? With the Z targeting? That would have been very useful here. So we can tackle this in a number of different ways. We'll have to eventually go down all three of these paths. Let's just do this middle one first. Actually, this is where I'm going to use the daggers. Oh. There we go. Those are quite good at taking out the imps. Maybe that's a good use case for those. Just gonna break these because when we come back... Oh wait, we need the earth rune. Okay. No, I guess we can't tackle this in any order we want. Never mind, I lied to you. Don't trust everything you hear on the internet. Not even from me. Flattened. Perfect. Alright. So once we pick this rune up, this whole room is going to start to collapse. We'll have to make a Indiana Jones escape sequence happen. Ready? Here we go. Run away! Okay, that collapses slower than I remember. Maybe I've played this enough now where I'm not getting caught by traps like that anymore. Hey, good for me. Is there any point in going down this path? No, I need the blue rune. Alright, well I'm just damaging my club for no reason now. Let's go back. Here we go. The organ music for this level is great too. It's got a real Phantom of the Opera sort of vibe to it. Real classy. Oh, there's another rune we need. A fire rune, I think. Yeah, it's open this door. Chaos rune, excuse me. I didn't know chaos was a rune, I thought it was a ladder. The the stained glass demon is the master of the mausoleum. His wretched soul lies preserved inside a frozen glass heart. Shrouded in a veil of darkness, beneath the mausoleum, you will find his pre-frozen menace. Oh no, my sword! Give it back. Alright, thank you. So the stained glass demon, is he glass themed? Is he a frozen themed? Is he veiled? Really mixing your metaphors here, MediEvil. There he is on the window. Can't really get a good look at him because of the camera, but oh well. Oh, I guess you can kind of see him on the floor. Spooky. Yep. This guy. Hey. Hey. I guess I can't talk to you without the sheet music. The would-be Phantom of the Opera longs to play a new tune, but he seems doomed to repeat the same chords of despair over and over. Yeah, we gotta find some sheet music to bring him. I forgot about that Phantom of the Opera reference. I just happened to make that reference too. That's It's weird that they would make it because this is not a Phantom of the Opera type setting. I guess it's got organ music, which is close enough, I suppose. You'd think they would save their Phantom of the Opera reference for a some kind of theater themed map. I still haven't beaten this game. I've gotten farther in it. No idea if there is a theater-themed map later on. Would be cool if there was. You could put that Phantom of the Opera reference in there. Alright, moving on. I'm talking in circles. Here we go. Oh, everything's been repopulated with imps. Get out of here. Out! Yeah. Okay. What do I have? The Chaos Rune? Oh, I actually have both. Chaos and Moon. Good. Nope! God damn it. Alright. We'll just waste one of those, I guess. Here we go. The draw distance is so short, I thought this path was collapsed. It wasn't, it was just dark. Did this come out before or after Spyro the Dragon? Because Spyro was kind of notable for being one of the first games to include like LOD models. Because they wanted to have a really long draw distance so you could see stuff way in the distance. But it wasn't really possible at the time, so they invented the concept of LODs. Oh, run! We got the sheet music! Time to skedaddle! Yeah, if this was after Spyro, they definitely did the sharp darkness at the edges of your vision for stylistic reasons. If not, they were doing it for technical reasons, but it fits perfectly with the theme of the game. It's a little bit like Silent Hill's fog in that respect, I suppose. That was done purely for technical reasons, but newer games that don't need to use the fog, getting rid of it, it just feels wrong. Here we go. And here we go. There's the stained glass demon's heart. All frozen and shit, as promised. Let's just de-thaw that bad boy. Don't mind me, I'm just summoning a demon so I can kill it. What's this? Copper shield, okay. Not too exciting. Actually gonna get the crossbow out for this. The stained glass demon, I seem to recall, is best tackled with ranged weapons. Oh good, I can fill up my vial here. Nice. Now are you gonna let me go talk to the Phantom first? Yes, okay, good. Hey, buddy. There.
The jack-o'-lantern.
What the fuck is Shaquille O'Neal even doing? Never mind. Oh no, it's so scary. Behold, it's multiple polygons. Oh. Now, MediEvil does subscribe to the Legend of Zelda school of boss design. Just put a big pulsating weak point on it. Yep, he can't be damaged unless his heart is out, and then you just let her rip. Ooh! Alright, I messed up. That's okay, I got plenty of health vials. Come on! Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Alright, running. How do you avoid that one? That hits like the entire arena. Oh. Come on. Yeah, I got you this time. You know, for a low poly glass demon, that's a pretty brutal death. The skull key. Nice. That's what we need to exit the graveyard back in the graveyard level. So we'll head back there. Oh, I guess we're back in the Hall of Heroes first.
It's the Hall of Heroes shopping mall. Bargain hunters should check out the ground floor. Well-to-do shoppers should check out the upper floor. That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's where we're going. That's where we're headed, the top floor. I mean, eventually. Not now. If we try to go now, I think we just fall through the stairs. Yeah, the stairs are ghosts. Ghost stairs. Do we talk to Canny Tim again, or do we have another hero we can talk to? Oh, it's a new one this time. There's our own ghostly statue. One day...
Ah, Fortesque! What's this I hear about that archcad Zarok still being alive? Thought you killed the fella. Never mind, you old warhorse. Better show him what's what, eh? I expect Johnny's zombies a bit more of a handful than you remember. How are you doing for weapons?
I have a sword.
Here, take my warhammer. It'll smash anything and it won't fall apart like a club. I only ever get to use it cracking walnuts around this place.
Hell yeah, I'll accept that. It's the club, but better.
Fortesque. I won't take no for an answer. Knock a few heads for old Stan your iron hewer, eh?
Wait, which option did I select? Alright, thanks, Daniel. Hammer time! Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna do a full playthrough of this unless you guys really love it or something. I just wanted to check this out. This is something I've been playing in my own time, and I've discovered as I've been playing through it again, it surprisingly has had a bigger influence on me than maybe I consciously realized. So this is a very important game to me, and I just wanted to share it with you all a little bit. Hey, thanks for joining me on this. This was a lot of fun. I'll see you again next time. We'll hop back into Doom for the rest of the week. Until then, you take it easy. See ya.